What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? Who we got? So over it. How are you, Thomas? It's up game time, but time to just right. I just come back from my doctor's appointment. You have arthritis in your right shoulder. Ooh, need to get that worked out, man. What's up, Brad? Jojo. What's up, Jojo? Isaac. Ronnie. What's up, Ronnie? Howard. What's up, Howard? A little late lunch. Looks like I'm gonna go over a little bit. No 8-hour day here. I did project a half hour of overtime, but that's what it's looking like. Looks like it's at least a half hour. Probably maybe 40 minutes. EJB, what's up? Good day. David Cowboy, you made it. Devil Dog, game time in Cowboy Nation. What's up, Lady Libra? How are you? So, I see my guy in Carolina was just re-signed to a long-term deal. I guess they couldn't find a trade partner. Great. Derek Brown, gone. Derek Brown resigned. Just finished 15. Have to go Egg Harbor doing oh shit. I got 2 hours left, Howard, and I got my half-hour lunch. So we're looking at 5:15. So yeah. So what's going on? I was just watching Mark's video, or listening, I should say. I was working. So it looks like. Well, I did see the proof. So stay tuned for Mark's channel. He's got a little proof regarding the whole Dan Saleo act. It's amazing what people will do for clicks. Yeah, some people want to do. Yeah, he got his extension. Yeah. Well, I thought they were going to trade him to us because he was on a contract year. Better note, Rachel had successful first treatment. It felt good, she said. Well, that's great. That's good, man. Very good. Um, you know, listening to Moose Johnson on Mark's stream, it was. I keep hearing, "Hey Timothy, I'm here until you let one of Mark's cult members ban me." Nobody's banning you. I don't have no control over it. Nobody's banning you. Again, unless you just start rattling off and calling people names, I can't help that. We don't do that here. You could say, whatever you want, but just keep it relatively above board. Do you think you're going to live with Phil tonight? Um, I haven't heard. I would think tomorrow, probably a little earlier than usual. If I had to guess now, Brad, it would be tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And I'm going live at 7 for WrestleMania. So, if I had to guess. If not, he's going to replace me with somebody else. I don't know. Who knows? What's up, Renee? How are you? How's your day going? Thanks for checking me out. I was looking. I need to get something. I need to get something to get out these lines. These lines, man, they're making me look old. Too late. Too late. Had a lot of packages today. Unless you show your peach, then it's a different story. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So, yeah, it looks like we could possibly be trading down like I want in the draft. Ooh, look at that. Somebody just stole newspapers. They didn't even make it halfway up the lawn. Come on, man. Get off your ass and put the newspaper at the door. It might rain. I don't know. Let me know. If you're getting a newspaper still delivered to your door, right? You would think you would be nice enough to... It's not like you're loaded up with newspapers these days. Get off your lazy butt, walk halfway up the lawn, and chuck it up on the porch. Literally, it's out near the sidewalk here. And when it starts raining, it's going to get wet. And I'm paying for the newspaper. I don't know. What's up, Michael? Down again, Brian. I saw where they've got everything set at the link for WrestleMania. Yeah, Michael Anthony Fitness, Reaction Gig Economy. He's on his way there now. I was gonna go, but I'm not. The prices that they want, you're better off buying a whole package, where you stay overnight tonight, you stay overnight tomorrow night, you stay overnight Sunday night. I would have had to have taken off of work, with the draft coming up. No, thank you. I'll just stay home. I decided to stream it. So, but yeah. So, what's going on, everybody? What do you want to talk about today? I'm just chilling. It's been a long week. One more day for me. Tomorrow will be a busy day. I'll have my work, and then I got to come home and probably get ready for an early show with Phil. I don't get done work till 4:30 if I'm done on time. Um, I go live at 6, and then go live at 7. Probably get done at 11, 11:30. It'll be fun, but it'll be a long day. Sunday will be better because I'll be home. Then I'm off Monday, thank God. So I'm off Sunday and Monday this week. Game time, Brian. Mark is concerned for Michael because it's in Philly. As long as he's not wearing his Drew Pearson jersey, he's fine. Philly's fine. Everybody goes nuts about Philly. Philly's fine. Mark needs to grow a set. You can tell him I said that. What's up, Don Gordon? When's your next live with Mark? Don, I don't know, man. The next live with Mark. Live stream? It may not happen until we get to the draft, probably. But I don't know. Who knows? We may record something. I know Mark likes to record stuff. He's been real busy. I've been busy. But I know me, Prime Time, and Space Cowboy are gonna. I gotta reach out to Space and Prime and pick out a night next week. It wasn't for bad news. Wouldn't be no Cowboys. David, that's all it really seems to be anymore. But I keep hearing. I don't know. I get annoyed because I always like to listen to Mike Fisher. I do show support, even though I don't agree with some of the stuff. But I like to listen to him, and I never get nothing. He just keeps telling you what they're doing and what it means. I'm like, okay, we know what they're doing. We know what it means. We're not dumb. I was listening to his program, and I'm like, Eastside, what up, man? I was listening to Mike Fisher, and I'm like, okay, where is the new news? Where's your opinion? Do you ever want to offer an opinion, or is it just, I know everything, I have the inside scoop, and that's that? Offer an opinion, Mike. Please. That may help you get, across the threshold. I'm just starting out. Offer an opinion, bro. That's what YouTube is about. This isn't ESPN. That's dying. Nobody wants to hear somebody say, da 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 da. Breaking news. Dallas Cowboys stink. And there's a reason why. And this is why. No, everybody has an opinion. Hey, Linda, how are you? Well, Dre the Great, I met him, man, and he's a very nice man, but a little conceited, but okay. That's nothing wrong with that. Offer an opinion. You, of all people, you should have an informed opinion. Grab your number 2 pencils, everybody. I just listen to him for something, and I don't ever get much. I get the same stuff I already know. Yes, we know. And then we like to go back and, well, this is why they did this. This is why they did that. Okay, who cares? I'll grab my number 2 pencil, all right? I don't always like his opinions, and I've told him that. David, yeah. Again, I got his book. He signed it. He was cool. I met him at Mark's tailgate. We talked. Nothing against him, other than when he gets all personal about YouTube. But I just would like to hear some new, exciting stuff here. Offer me something. This is the dog days. We don't need to hear what Jerry meant by going all in. We don't care what he meant. It's what he said. We have emotions, people. We are entitled to let out our feelings. Whether you like it or if the star is there and I have the facts, I don't care. We represent the majority. Fuck. Anton Reiner heard that Houston redone Diggs' contract. Yes. Thomas, I said that this morning on my morning video. He will be a free agent at the end of the year. Actually, I think it's a smart move by the Texans because they're going to get the best of Stephon Diggs this year, and then he'll go for a compensation pick. If you read between the lines of the last Moose Johnson interview, great interview, Swansong. Dallas needs to rebuild this team because Dak isn't worth 55 to 60 million to be 2-5 in the playoffs. Yeah, I heard the interview, and that's not what I took out of it. But hey, I took that they were talking about that. Well, I already heard what Mark had, so I didn't see the whole interview, a Swan Song. But what Mark was broadcasted was you're talking about the O line, and there's going to be changes. Take the good with the bad with Fish. Yes, Vinny. Thomas got it correct. They shortened it and bulked it up for him to get 22 million. So yeah, they actually gave him $3 extra mil this year. So they're going to get the best of Trayvon. But what you got to understand, Eastside, is Trayvon has no loyalty to Houston, to anybody for that matter. He's going to go to the highest deal the following year. So he gone. Game time. Is OT the most likely pick at 24? I think they're trading back. Dre the Great. I think right now there's one player. There's two players, if they're on the board, it's good for Dallas. Well, I want them to trade back. If Byron Murphy is on the board, I think they take him at 24. Believe it or not, I think they take Byron Murphy at 24. I think he's that good. But I think he'll be going to the Rams prior to. If Brian Thomas Jr. is on the board, I think we're going to use that as trade bait and bail down. The Clown Show let the tab go up on key players, and now it's coming back to bite him in the peaches. Okay, yep. Linda Connor, they gave him the rest of the bonus up front. Correct. Forget about signing. Yeah, David, I'm not even saying I want him. I'm just saying he's going to go to the highest bidder the following year. It's not a long-term situation unless he wants to stay there. I hope the Muppets trade down unless there's an awesome player available. Again, you get that one awesome player. I'm hearing Jackson Powers Johnson's going to drop to the second round now. So if that indeed is the case, you could trade down at least once. I like Zach Frazier. I got Von Prawn in the third round, so I'm good. Bo Lemmer out of Arkansas, like him. I even like the Wisconsin kid Bortolini. I know we've had like a lot of Wisconsin centers, but we can get Bortolini later in round 4. Murphy may be another Donald. Vinny, that's the thing. Dustin, what up? Game time. Why can't Dallas entertain Trey Lance going into Wildcat formation? Let's see some in-season action. Dustin, they very well may. This is the only good thing is if they let Dak go on a 1-year deal. This is the one good thing I could see. I think there actually is going to be a competition. Dak's going to see Trey Lance up close and personal, throw for throw in practice. And that's the way it should be. If you're going to, and maybe, I have a question for you guys. Cowboys should get a left tackle or a center guard like Barton. I like that. I doubt they trade down. They'll loom at UFFAs at the extra picks. Yeah, I agree. The unrestricted free agents, I agree. But they need another linebacker. But, Dustin, that's what I want them to do. It's true. Everybody's just saying, ooh, Dak's going to bet on himself and win. One of these days, he's going to come up craps. What if he doesn't win the job? Let's just say, God forbid, that Dak suffers an injury. Yes, he's an unrestricted free agent. He ain't going to get $60 million next year. Game time, Brian, if you remember back in the winter, I was telling you about the center from Wisconsin. Yes, Bortolini. We love Wisconsin centers. Dre the Great. We get a first-round comp pick if Dak signs for $60 million. Now, the highest you can get, Dre, is a third. So we will get a third, not next year, but the following year. What about Cooper Rush? What about him? He was on a 1-year, $3 million deal last year. He ain't going to be the starter. He can't carry a team. He could be a good backup. Very limited. I understand he had a good run there, but highest comp you can get is a 3, right? Yep. Correct, Chris. You got it. There's a lot of centers. The more I look at it now, I want to trade down. I would love to trade twice, okay? Worst case scenario, you trade to the bottom of the first round and you take best player available, whether it's Tyler Guyton, whether it's Jackson Powers Johnson, whether it's a Zach Frazier. Doesn't matter. You need to get offensive line there. Byron Murphy's not going to slide that far. After the draft, let the dust settle and let hand pick some players. That's what they're going to do. Trading Dak would be amazing, but I don't think there are many teams that can afford him that aren't drafting a QB this season. Yeah, Swan Song, and it's not going to get much better next offseason. New England or the Raiders are the only two teams I see. Yeah, and the Raiders are working out Michael Penix. You got to realize all these teams that need quarterbacks are not going to want to pay $60 million next year for Dak. So it might be a good move by the Cowboys. Maybe they're looking ahead. The only thing I will tell you is if it blows up in Washington, maybe the Commanders, because they'll have some money. What's up, Felix? We don't pick after round 3 or 4 until 120 picks. We have to trade them. Dre, that's what I'm saying. Let's do this. Let's trade to... I want to trade to like 26, 28, somewhere in the first round. I want to trade down to get that 3 back, or even if you have 2 3s, and then we could trade or a high 4, whatever. And then I want to trade again to either in the 30s or the 40s. Get another 3rd round pick there. So that would leave us with 2 2s, 2 3s, and a 4. Not counting, obviously, we have a 5, a 6, and 2 7s. But that way, you could really light it up. But let's say we only trade once to, let's say, 28. Let's take the best player available, offensive lineman, done. Okay? Now, by doing that, we recouped our 4, which is going to be a high 4. Right? Because it'll be a higher 4. So then in round 2, you go defensive tackle, depending on who's there. If Fisk is there, or you go linebacker, or you go running back. Round 3, you go with what you didn't get before. Don't forget safety's like an issue. That's why I want to trade back multiple times. Whether they'll do that, I doubt it. But I do think they're going to trade at some point. And they're going to use picks from next year to move up this year. Mr. Holmes is right. No teams will trade their picks for Dak. Yeah, I don't. I already know New England will, but Dak's got to want to go there. All teams can afford it. Well, this cap is $259 million. They will pay it. It'll be $285 million next year. Linda Conyers. Yeah, everybody's getting too caught up with it. Game time. I don't think Dak is going nowhere. Yeah, I think he'll be here this year at least. Trade Dak and CD, but. This is the thing I don't understand, Thomas. You keep hearing rebuild. They're blowing it up after next year. Why would they want Dak at that point? Now you're looking at a 32-year-old quarterback after next year, or going into a 2025 season or 2026 season. Why would we want a 32-year-old if they're indeed blowing it up? Trade Dak and CD for people who want to win a Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't know what I'm hearing, Taz, about CD. I don't really know what's going on. I'm hearing rumors that Dan Saleo saying that they're going to trade CeeDee Lamb. I don't buy it. Try to trade to the top of the 2nd round. It's a big jump, but compensation would be good. Vin, you could do that. You could probably get 2 3rd round picks. And that's all you need to do. Even if you only did it once, you could do that. If no team would trade for Dak, then why should Dallas keep Dak for $60 million? Yeah, I don't know, man. Again, I can't wait till he's either extended long term and all the negative people can shit on him until he does something, or he's gone and then we don't have to deal with it. Adrian, what up, man? Long time. How are you? Adrian, ready for WrestleMania? Make sure you join me tomorrow night. We're gonna I'm gonna be broadcasting during WrestleMania. Should be interesting. Brian, pretty soon you will start to say your mock drafts to compare. Yeah, Brad. That week before we go. Well, actually, it'll be that weekend. I'll do a few. I might do one tonight. I got tired last night. I have to go to the gym tonight. So I think I'm going to go on and do a mock draft tonight. Unless Phil wants to change the broadcast until tonight, then I won't. But I think I'm almost positive Phil's going to do the broadcast uh, tomorrow at 6. Thanks, Dre. I like it too, man. Dirty Sanchez was game time. Will you catch WrestleMania after work? Yes, I'm streaming it, Dre. I'm streaming during the broadcast. Saturday night and Sunday night, I'm streaming during WrestleMania. Hey, Elena, how are you? What do you think about it? It doesn't matter. Oh, sorry. Extend Dak, take out the trade clause, and trade him. I like that, Jody. Dallas getting blown out by Green Bay was the worst thing that could happen for Dak. At least the defense, they could say they had didn't. Yeah, I hear you. One time I slammed a dance layer through a table at a bar in 2004. Really? Is that the Taz? ECW? 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 Yeah, I know ECW, Taz. I loved ECW. Front in Oregon? The old ECW arena? That's the start of Paul Heyman. Well, not the start, but that's where he grew his wings. Maybe Jerry's nail needs to disappear. Male. Ron Lowney, I don't know nothing about that. That's a federal crime. Taz, if that's the truth, you are my hero. I hope it was a choke slam. Yeah, I really wish it was a... actually, they banned it, but... I would say a belly-to-belly suplex would be nice, Taz. Give me a little belly-to-belly. Game time, Brian. I don't think they're blowing it up. If you ask me, they're going to do some small... I'm just saying, they keep saying, yo, they're blowing it up. How can you blow it up when you have the talent that they have? Everybody's getting carried away with this next year they're unloading. Do you know what that means, Thomas? In my opinion, they're getting rid of D-Law. This will be his last year. Or, at the end of that, after... D-Law, just go down the list. Who are some of your veterans? Maybe Zach Martin. That's why don't take out right tackle out of the equation, because you could draft a right tackle and slide Terrence Steele to guard. Don't take that out of the equation. Jordan Lewis after next year will be gone. A lot of the old heads. There's not that many old heads left. That's what cracks me up. The quarterback, we'll know soon enough. Brandon Cooks, fine. Gilmore, if he comes back, fine. We don't have a lot of old players, people. I'm scared they don't want to sign CD or Parsons either. Here's the deal. David Cowboy, did you see Hanging with the Boys from yesterday? I listened to it a little while ago, and they interviewed Charles Haley, and he blatantly said this team has no leaders. Now, I ask you, David Cowboy. I ask you, just you. Everybody can chime in, but I want his answer. Do you deserve $30 million a year as a defensive player if you're not a leader? David. Do you deserve 30, 25, 30, 35, whatever Mike is going to want next year? Do you deserve that kind of money if Charles Haley is saying the problem is Cowboys have no leaders in that room? I didn't feel it. I was driving, Jimbo. My wife called and told me. Happy Friday for you, Jimbo. I work tomorrow. Pivotal year for the Cowboys. Need to make the NFC Championship. The heads are going to roll, Dre, but it'll never get that bad. This team, this front office will never let it get bad. We would like them to go all in like the Rams and then have a couple bad years, then reload. I would like that, but they're not going to do that. They're always going to be, a bad year for them, minus a quarterback injury like Dak's, where they lose their quarterback all year. A bad year for them is going to be 8-9 wins. Yes, 4.8 in Philly reporting. That's crazy. Solo will turn. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't feel it, but I'm clueless. I think I was driving at the time. Jody Phillips will turn Roman join the new tribal chief. The final boss. I think there might be a little bit of gamesmanship. I think somebody's going to turn on somebody, Jody. Dustin, what's the chance Jimmy Johnson coming back with prime time is slim to none. Primetime may come back. May. Jimmy will be in it. But Mike Zimmer will help him. But he should look good in pinstripes. Yeah. Check you out tomorrow. I'll probably be gone by the time you're done. All right, Howard. Take care, brother. Yeah, ECW was it was a small organization based out of Philly, but that's where the tables, ladders, and chairs, those house shows got brutal. I was friends with the one of the pit bulls. If anybody remembers the pit bulls, Gary Wolf, who still lives in Philly, and Anthony Durrani from Hamilton, who has since passed away. George, as I'm saying, Dustin, after next year. Oh wait, George, yeah, I got you. He signed a couple-year deal, right? My bad. Thanks for checking me, Dustin. Do you want for the first round draft pick? I want the best player. If it's a left tackle or a center or Byron Murphy. Charles Haley was dropping gems. Dre, he was saying that, and I got a funny. I don't know if Mark will want me telling me this, but I can't say that. I can't say this story about Charles Haley. Because Mark played football with Charles Haley in college. Charles was crazy back in the day. I'm not going to get specific of who he did it to, but Charles Haley whipped out his junk and laid it on the table in front of Mark and a few other people. Yep. Funny story. Charles is crazy. Nick Bosa isn't much of a leader, in your opinion. I got you. Deserve game time? I don't know, but it's that what market yields. He's not a leader, Linda. I can't pay you 35 million. I can't. Unless you're a consistent player in the playoffs as well. That's what Houston is doing. They call me Jimbo's son. In this generation of the NFL, he will get it for sure. Again, Jimbo, I don't want to pay it. I'd rather move on from the player if he's a no-show in the important games and or if he's not a leader. You need to bring something else to the table to be that type, to earn that type of money. Yeah, Vinny, it's tough, man. It's tough. From what I gather, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Are we good? Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just started hearing some music. Did you guys hear the music? You guys hear the music? What the fuck is going on around here? I started hearing some Don't Say No, Don't Mess With Me swan song. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate it. Yeah, well, I don't know, Sugar Daddy. I'm hearing rap music in my ear. Well, one of my songs is playing. Yeah, I did. You had us underwater. What's up, John? I just wanted to see if everybody was here. I'm over 30 minutes. You know what? It was the earthquake. It was the earthquake. So anyway, all right, that's my time. You know what? I might instead of uploading a video, maybe I'll go on and do a couple mock drafts live tonight. Maybe. Let me know in the comments if you want that. If not, you know, I got to go on the computer and do some stuff. So maybe I'll do that. We'll do a few mock drafts live. Let me know. All right? All right, cool. Tonight, you know, Marco's on at 9, so if I do live mock drafts, I'll set it up for 7:30-ish. 8 o'clock. All right? Peace out. Late.